New videos every day.
This video is to demonstrate why your low back hurts. I'm Dr. Ron Burnett from Anderson Chiropractic. This is Kaya Peden from Curative Bodywork, and we're going to demonstrate some things that are just essential to the biomechanics of the low back and some things that you can do to start to make your back feel better. So Kaya, have you noticed that when you're working on people, that when they come in with low back pain, they go, "This hurts," and then you say bend forward, and they bend right from where it hurts?
They hunch their back from the middle.
Yeah, completely, right? And so, when you look at the spine, the first thing that I talk about with my patients is that, the spine is kind of analogous to the wrist and hand, right? It's a lot of small bones, a lot of small muscles, and a lot of fine motor control, right? So if I'm sitting here bending from that point, I'm bending right from here over and over and over again throughout my day. That means I'm not accessing any of the big muscles or any of the biomechanics of the hips. And so it would be kind of like me walking around going, "My wrist hurts."
Well, it go worse.
Yeah, exactly, right? No brainer. And all these muscles get tight, and all these muscles are stiff because all they're doing is using the wrist. And a lot of solutions have been, well, you need to strengthen your low back. That would be like, you need to strengthen your wrist. No, you need to be moving biomechanically appropriate. So what we're going to demonstrate is actually how to move appropriately. We want you moving from the hips. What's the other thing? As a massage therapist, you see this all the time where people complain of
tight hamstrings.
All the time, right? And what do they do about them?
They stretch their hamstrings by bending their upper back.
Yeah, they stretch their hamstrings like crazy, and they go, "Well, I'm stretching my hamstrings." And then they go, "No, you're stretching your low back." And then your hamstrings are kind of thrown in as an afterthought. So the other thing is that stretching doesn't completely solve the problem. Because if I don't move my arm all day, and then suddenly for half an hour I stretch it, and then I go back to not moving it all day, it's just going to get stiff and tight. And using this analogy, when was the last time you actually felt like you needed to stretch your bicep?
Never.
Never. You use it all day. So using a muscle is more effective than actually stretching a muscle. Stretching is for overuse. So, if I go and run hills, absolutely I should stretch my hamstrings. So where we want you to actually bend from is actually pivoting rather than bending. Bending causes excessive wear onto the discs, and most people have disc bulges, disc herniations. So what we want to do is we want to basically get you to move from the hips. So go ahead, and I'm going to have you turn and go ahead and demonstrate, one, how most people actually bend. Bend it from here, exactly. And then two, from how I actually want you to bend, which is actually pivoting off the hips. And basically, without being crass, basically you want to stick your butt out and use it. And what that means is that not only are you pivoting from your hips, you're also using the big muscles of the glutes and the hamstrings to actually move you appropriately.
Like this?
Yeah, so tonight when you're sitting there brushing your teeth, you'll catch yourself. Or you can start to pivot, and that pivoting causes those big muscles to fire. So just to reiterate, because this is a really, really important concept, we basically don't want to constantly move from the low back. So we don't want to constantly be bending from the low back because the spine has a lot of small articulations. Most people are really, really familiar with L4 and L5. And the reason is because that's the most herniated disc in the body. We want to essentially not move from that area. So essentially you don't want to be moving from here. So
that hurts.
Essentially you're rounding your back as you're bending forward. We essentially want you to be able to pivot, which means bending at the waist. So
from here,
pivoting
instead of here.
Exactly. So you're actually moving from the pelvis rather than from the low back.
Makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Great. And this is not something that you just suddenly get. So you're going to have to pay attention to it. So when you're brushing your teeth, you're going to essentially try and pivot, don't bend. And then to further get those muscles to fire and to essentially start to establish postural muscles, I recommend that you actually watch some of our exercise videos. in our exercise videos, which you can do daily, you can follow along and we'll actually go through proper exercises for bending, for strengthening the hamstrings, for strengthening some of the core musculature.
So those are quick videos to show you what to do.
These are just quick videos that will show you what to do, and that's more of your daily. This is just an overview. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Dr. Ron Burnett from Intersun Chiropractic. This is Kai from Curative Bodywork. If you like our video, please give us a thumbs up. Please check out some of our other videos for action items that you can do, exercises that you can do, and please visit our website at intersunchiropractic.com.